Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's DocX training. My name is Marcus Jackson, and I will be presenting the training on behalf of the e-commerce eMod team. So let's get started. First, we'll be talking about what is DocX. So DocX is a word processing file format based on open standards, including extensible markup language, or XML. DocX is supported by many popular word processing applications, such as Microsoft Word 2007 or higher, Google Docs, Office Online, LibreOffice, and Pages for Mac. The next topic we'll cover is why use DocX. This is a list of some of the benefits for filing in DocX. Filing in DocX features secure formatting. So Patent Center has features like metadata detection and removal. So things like the author, the company, last modified by, comments, bookmarks, track changes are removed automatically for new filings. Filing in DocX increases application quality. Patent Center will generate a feedback document pre-submission where warnings and errors are pinpointed in a copy of the uploaded document in real time. Filing in DocX eliminates the non-embedded font error, which is one of the most common errors that's seen when uploading a PDF. Filing in DocX saves time. Patent Center is able to detect and split the specification, claims, and abstract and drawing found in a single file or a multi-section document. So you can add all of your application parts into one DocX document, and Patent Center will split those automatically for you. Patent Center will also automatically assign the document code for those application parts. Filing in DocX eliminates the requirement to convert DocX into PDF for filing. Filing in DocX also results in fewer non-compliant notices because you're able to see warnings and errors and correct them before you submit. Now we'll talk about the non-DOCX surcharge. So on January 17th of 2024, a surcharge of up to $430 was implemented when filing a new non-provisional utility application in PDF format. The surcharge applies to the specification, claims, and abstract when filed in PDF format. If you file those sections in DocX, you will not be charged the surcharge. Drawings are accepted in DocX format, but may still be submitted in PDF format with no surcharge. The surcharge does not apply to the following application types: provisional, national stage or 371, design, plant, or PCT applications. Now we'll talk about the auxiliary PDF feature. Applicants have the option to submit a PDF document of their application along with their DocX document in Patent Center. This feature applies to utility non-provisional applications only and is available until further notice. The auxiliary PDF initiative will allow more time for applicants to acclimate to DocX filing and for the USPTO to receive any feedback on issues with the DocX to PDF conversion process. Applicants will still rely on the DocX version as the source or evidentiary copy. Applicants may also rely on the auxiliary PDF to support a request to correct an error or discrepancy within the document. Applicants should contact the Electronic Business Center, also known as the EBC, if they experience any issues with filing applications in DocX format. You can refer to the Federal Register notice that was published on April 28th, 2022, December 20th, 2022, and June 6th of 2023 for further guidance on auxiliary PDF. Now we'll look at filing DocX in Patent Center. Filing DocX in Patent Center, filers can file non-provisional, utility, provisional, national stage, application types, and amendments and responses. Patent Center also allows users to file multiple section or multi-section documents. That includes the specification, claims, abstract, and drawing in a single document for Patent Center. Patent Center automatically will detect and assign doc codes for DocX documents. Patent Center was designed with new technology that will allow for future enhancements, such as the submission of design and plant applications in DOCX format. Patent Center also has the drag and drop feature to upload documents. This is a look at the authentication screen in Patent Center. So this is what you will see when you go to log in with your USPTO.gov account. You should note that the email option for the second factor authentication method has been discontinued, so email is no longer available. You will have to use the mobile authenticator method for two-factor authentication. Once you're signed into Patent Center, this is a look at the home screen or the dashboard. There are a couple features we'd like to note. First, the workbench and the managed features are available only when you're signed in with your registered account. Also, training mode is available only for signed in registered users as well. If you're going to use training mode, you'll click on the button for training mode and you'll get a banner around your screen, which will note that you are now in training mode. One of the most important features of training mode is that you're able to upload your documents and information, but nothing will be transmitted to the United States Patent and Trademark Office. So this is like a sandbox for you to get familiar with using Patent Center and uploading DOCX documents. Once you've selected your application type, this is a look at the application datasheet screen. So you have three options to select your ADS method for filing. The first option is the web ADS, which is an online form that you'll input your information. The second option is to upload a USPTO fillable PDF form. That's the AIA 14 form. You will download the form from the patent forms page. You'll fill it out with your information and save it to your computer. When you upload that form, the information, the data that's input into the form will be automatically extracted and loaded in the Patent Center. The third option is the no ADS option. So that will allow you to input the application information directly into Patent Center. You can then attach your custom designed or built ADS file, or you can provide the ADS at a later time. This is a look at the drag and drop feature for the upload documents page. So we're showing an example of dragging a DOCX document into the file window. Once the document is dragged there, it will be loaded automatically. And as we discussed earlier, the application parts and document descriptions will be separated and loaded automatically for you. If your DOCX document contains any warnings or errors, they will be listed under the file name once you've uploaded the document. So an error message will appear in red. The error message must be corrected before filing. Patent Center will not allow you to submit a DOCX document that contains red error messages. Below that, you can see the yellow warning messages. And warnings are things that you can correct, but you can submit your DOCX document if it does have warnings. So documents with warnings can still be filed. You may be prompted to correct those warnings at a later time. So once you've uploaded your DOCX document, you'll see the feedback document link, and you can click on that link and the feedback document will open on the word processing application on your computer. You also have the option to download the DOCX. The PDF download, we are removing that, so that will be no longer available in the future. To download the PDFs, you will be able to go through the image file wrapper in the retrieval mode on Patent Center. As you can see, once we've uploaded a multi-section DOCX document, the application sections are detected automatically. The specification, claims, and abstract have been outlined and separated in a multi-part document. Now we'll talk about filing preliminary amendments. So in addition to filing initial submission, users can now optionally upload a preliminary amendment document in DOCX format as part of the initial submission of a new utility application under 35 USC 111A. The default selection is set to no. So if you're going to add your preliminary amendment, you'll select the yes radio button, and the preliminary amendment window will be provided for you at that point. So this is a look at the drag and drop feature for the preliminary amendment. Only the DOCX format files are accepted in the preliminary amendment upload box, and the preliminary amendment upload box will only be available once you've selected the yes radio button to indicate that you're including a preliminary amendment with the initial submission. So this is uploading the documents. At the bottom, a single PDF document, including your original DOCX document and preliminary amendment DOCX document, is allowed. That's known as the auxiliary PDF. So that is just a PDF version of your DOCX document that you can include. Please make sure you upload the auxiliary PDF in the proper auxiliary PDF window and not as part of your application submission. So once you've opened the feedback document, you'll see the warnings listed on the right side. Patent Center is able to detect things like improper claim numbering, specification numbering, things like that. So all of your warnings will be listed in the feedback document and shown exactly where so that you can make the correction. The same for the claims. Your claim numbering will be checked, and also independent claim features as well. All of those warnings and errors will be listed in the feedback document. Feedback document will also pinpoint any errors in the abstract, including exceeding the word count limit. This is a look at the auxiliary PDF window for upload. So you'll be able to drag and drop your auxiliary PDF, or you can select the file button and navigate to the file on your computer and upload it. Once again, please make sure to attach the auxiliary PDF in the appropriate window and not as part of your normal application. Once you've attached your auxiliary PDF, you'll be able to delete or remove it if you need to make a change, and you can also download that as well. If you're filing a preliminary amendment with your initial filing, only a single PDF version is allowed, so you must combine all DOCX documents in a single auxiliary PDF. The auxiliary PDF will only take one single PDF file. So this is a look at the retrieval option in Patent Center. Once you've submitted your application, you'll be able to go into Patent Center and retrieve it using the search bar. This is a look at the common search formats for application numbers and PCT application number types. This is a look at the Patent Center Intuitive Application Viewer. So you've submitted your application, and now you're able to go in and view the image file wrapper. The documents and transactions list will be on the left-hand navigation menu, along with other application parts such as supplemental content. Once you're inside of the documents and transactions area, you'll be able to see each of your patent application documents. You'll have the option to download each section as a PDF or a DOCX document. You can also download the XML version of those documents as well. This is a look at the PDF review. So on the chance that you're submitting an auxiliary PDF, you'll be able to compare the PDF that you've uploaded with the one that you've downloaded to make sure that all of the content remains the same. So now we'll go take a look into Patent Center and look at the training mode feature within Patent Center. So you can see I'm logged in with my account and I'm on the Patent Center home screen. If I scroll down to the bottom of the screen, I've got the options for training mode, which is a practice version of Patent Center. I also have the option for the DOCX validation tool. So we'll take a look at that. And this is just a warning message that we're moving into training mode and none of the information will be stored or transmitted. So this is where I can upload and attach my DOCX documents and get a review or a preview of what that'll look like before I submit them. So I've attached my DOCX document and you can see the file is presented with the file name and the file size. It's also telling me the page count for my document, 4 pages. Below that is my feedback document link. So I can click on that and it will open the feedback document. So this is a look at the feedback document and I can see all of the warnings that are enclosed or included in this document. That way I can go in and make changes and make corrections before I submit this document. On the training mode screen, the warnings are all listed for me to know what's going on within the document, and I can go in and make changes before I submit. Also, the different sections of my DOCX document are listed out separately. I have the option to preview. I also have the option to edit the document description if I want to change the document description. And this is the auxiliary PDF window. So this is where I would upload my auxiliary PDF in the event that I was including that with my DOCX document. When I'm finished with training mode, I'll just click the exit training mode option, click yes again, and that'll take me back to the Patent Center dashboard. We have additional resources available for assistance with DOCX. You can get information on filing online at the first hyperlink. The second hyperlink gives information on becoming a registered filer, including creating an account and getting that account proofed for use in Patent Center. The third link is information page specifically for DOCX. Lots of great information is included on that page. Below that, we've got the eOffice Action Program where you can log in and get electronic notifications sent to your email address. We also have a link for patent alerts that you can sign up for with your email address. So this concludes our DOCX training. Thank you for attending, and I hope this was helpful.